You want to build a bigger butt? Watch this.
Our next caller is Tori from Colorado.
Hi, Tori. How can we help you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
We're doing good.
Good. I'm a new listener. I started listening this last summer, I guess, and just can't get enough. So thanks for all that you do.
Thank you.
So I finally bought the New Year's bundle package, or I finally bought a package, and it starts with the anabolic. And a little bit about me, I guess I'm 5'9". I'm a chronic over cardio person. I started working out 20 years ago with the Body for Life program. Did you guys ever
Of course.
remember that?
Of course.
Oh, we've heard a lot about them. Man.
So 6 days a week, I have literally worked out 6 days a week for the last 20 years. I fell in love with teaching spin, step aerobics, all that stuff, and always wanted to look like a bodybuilder. But now I'm realizing, well, obviously I was doing way too much cardio, like all the time. So anyway, I've cut that out. I'm not doing any cardio, and I started the anabolic. And one of my goals is to build a big butt. I'm a classic or chronic flat butt person. And I'm a little perplexed on the anabolic. I feel like, I don't know, two things. It's only doing one leg exercise. I'm doing advanced, so 3 days a week. And the other one is like the shrugs. I haven't done shrugs like ever. And so I didn't know if I should be substituting that part out for like female figures or not. So I kind of have two parts to this question, I guess.
All right, so let's address first MAPS Anabolic. So MAPS Anabolic is a general muscle building and strength building program. And the lower body exercises include the various variations of squats and deadlifts. Now you can definitely add hip thrusts in there and you would be totally fine. Shrugs are in there because strengthening the shoulder girdle for, people who are getting into that kind of training and strengthening is important. Nonetheless, if you want to take them out, you totally can. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to hurt you. And I would say you could definitely add hip thrusts to your program. But there's another piece of this, Tori, because I'm going to make a guess here that being a chronic over cardio person, and I worked with a lot of people like you. In fact, you remind me of a lot of the instructors that would work with me in my gyms. I'm gonna take a guess here that you also are challenged with not eating enough, or you probably dieted or cut a lot. If you want to build a butt along with the right exercises, you got to go on a bulk. You got to really go on a bulk to make that happen, and allow your body fat percentage to even come up a little bit. If you're sub 20% body fat, I would say go on a bulk and let your body fat come up a little bit as well, because that'll feed the muscle growth as well.
Okay. Yeah. So you do think, since my goals is to build the glute muscles, that adding another leg or butt exercise would be good. And what would that look like? Would it be the 4 to 6 sets, 1 to 4 reps?
So it would follow the same. It would follow similar sets and reps as the other exercises in the phase that you're in. On the days that you start your workouts with your deadlifts or squats, which actually would be every foundational day, I would start with hip thrusts and then move to those exercises.
I'm not going to completely disagree, but I like to challenge people to follow the program as laid out first. I think somebody that's coming from lots of cardio, borderline maybe overtraining on a lot of things, would benefit greatly from just following anabolic and trusting the programming through the first round. And then the second time you go around, I'm not against maybe adding potential, but many times somebody that has overtrained for most of their life ends up seeing huge benefit by scaling back the total volume in the program. And it may be because butt is your focus, I would put some emphasis on things like priming the glutes before you do the squats, before you do the deadlifts. Like that would be the way that if I was adding anything, I would be like, okay, Tori, before you do squats, we're going to do some floor bridges on the ground. And I have some YouTube videos that I've done clips of for building your butt. I don't know if you've looked at them or not, but on YouTube, we've done some stuff like that. And I would put some emphasis on that, like just making sure that you're connecting well the glutes, it's firing well, but actually really following the program the way it's laid out and trying to get strong as hell. Like that's the goal. Let's get strong in all these lifts and do the calorie surplus, like Sal is saying, and kind of trust the process. I believe you'll be surprised by just trusting it.
Oh,
and drop the traps. The traps are like not a big deal if you drop some of the shrugs.
Yeah, I just want to kind of piggyback onto what Adam's talking about in terms of like my experience of people who have been sort of doing the same type of routine for so long and not really incorporating these compound lifts because of the systemic effect that this provides your body for like a lot louder signal to build muscle. You may end up actually building a lot more muscle as a result in your legs. And it may not look like the volume of legs is that high, which we get a lot of criticism from that initially from people that haven't gone through the program exclusively as it's laid out. You'd be very surprised. And this has been the experience of a lot of women, especially going through anabolic.
Yeah, if your squats are going up and your deadlifts are going up, your butt is definitely most likely going to build along with that. Both exercises are very glute heavy. So, I mean, what Adam and Justin are saying is on point. Do you know how many calories you're eating a day, Tori? Do you know where your macros are in calories?
I would say around 22 to 23.
Okay. And you it sounds like you're guessing. Do you track, or is this kind of like what you're estimating?
Well, I try to track most days.
Okay.
So, but then you go out to eat, or my husband makes like this hamburger bacon thing and I didn't measure it all out. And so then I just, but I have been trying to increase, like in breakfast, you guys said like try to get 40, 50.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing I do pretty good with protein. Eating is not something that I really lack in. Again, so much cardio. I've had the habit of bad eating for years and then just making up for it with cardio kind of thing.
Do you know what your body fat?
Question.
Do you know what your body fat percentage is at, Tori? Real quick.
I'm going to say around 22. It's been a while since I've had it measured.
Yeah, you try and be in a surplus while you're doing this, and get stronger. If you get stronger and you're in a surplus, you're going to build your butt for sure.
I really make sure too we're hitting the protein consistently every day. Every day, I don't know if you got your weight list or your weight listed in this question or not, but every day trying to hit the 1-to-1 ratio to where your current scale is at right now.
Okay.
Because even when you have those days when you eat out, just at least make that a priority. Maybe you don't know exactly the calories because you went to a restaurant or whatever, but at least be paying attention to how much protein did I get, and be very consistent with hitting it every day, day in and day out. So that's probably the main thing that I would stress with the nutrition, and then just trust the program. I think if you follow it all the way through, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at the end of it.
Okay. So, and then I just have a question, because I did watch those YouTube videos where you say like, fire the muscle with those thrusters, the frog thrusters and the single leg. So like, do I just do that one time before I know I'm going to do squats, and then I do all my squats, or every single set?
No, just one time before, unless you're still like so let's say you were a client of mine, I get you down, we do some of those frog pumpers, or we do some floor bridges, and then I take you into squats. And then what I'd be asking you as your coach afterwards, do you feel it in your glutes when you're doing it? And you're like, yeah. Oh, I do. Okay, good. We're just going to keep going. But if you did a set of your squats and you go, I still don't feel it in my butt at all, then I'd probably have you get down between sets and do a few of them to feel it again and then go back. So really trying to get you to feel it in the butt. But that's really what the idea of the priming the glutes before you go into those exercises is, really just to make sure you feel it. So as long as you're feeling it, and if you can feel it just from doing one or two of those sets before, that's plenty. That's all you need. Then focus on being strong and adding weight.
Okay. Well, and I'm one that suffers. I've thrown out my lower back, probably a good 5 times from running, childbirth, whatever. So when I do squats, sometimes it does kind of hurt. And so I've been hesitant to load a lot of weight now and in the past and so forth. So for somebody who suffers with lower back, should I just, kind of don't fight the pain, but still focus on doing lower body or squats, just lower the weight, or still push that weight as much as you can?
Anytime we say push the weight, it's always within the context of perfect form and pain-free. So if your back is hurting, I wouldn't add any weight. I would add tension. I would slow down and squeeze more and make the exercise feel harder, but I wouldn't add weight. But yeah, you know what, Tori? Do you have MAPS? Do you have MAPS Prime
or Symmetry?
Yeah, Symmetry would.
It might be in that bundle I just bought. I don't know.
Okay, if you have Prime, start priming your body according to the compass. That should help with your low back.
I want to do more too. I actually want to I want to put you in our forum. And then what I want you to do for me is I want you to video yourself squatting and post it in the forum for us and tag us. That way I can look at what's happening and maybe be able to point something out to you of why you're feeling it in your low back, and we can address that. And then we'll be more specific with, is it MAPS Prime that will help you more? Is MAPS Symmetry going to help you? Is it a small
Do we
cue?
need to do corrective exercises for a while?
That's right. Is there a cue that I can give you that will fix the form and technique? So send that or get in that forum as soon as you can for me. Give me a shot, a video of you squatting, and then let's go from there, and then we can decide. Yeah. Another alternative, when I have somebody, if we do end up having to do some corrective work, like Justin's saying, sometimes I might sub out barbell back squats for like Bulgarian goblets or Bulgarian split squat stance, and that way we can load it. And you feel safe and it doesn't hurt your low back. So
there's options.
There is definitely options, because I really want, like, for you to get the benefits of this, and we want to grow our ass. Like that's the plan here. And you're coming from the type of training you do before. Getting load is something I really want to do. That's my goal. And if you're hurting, then I want to figure out why you're hurting and address that so that we can load the weight up, because that's where you're going to really see the gains in the butt when you start to really load the exercises. So we do want to get
I'm going to guess it's a core issue, because you did mention childbirth or having children. I'm going to guess it has to do with your core, but we'll know better once we see you squat.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have a lot of ankle mobility, and I'm kind of wobbly going up. And so, I probably, even though I think I'm spot on with form, it's maybe that's key.
Yeah, let us see, and we might move you over to symmetry first before we do that. That's what it's starting to sound like to me. So let us see before we start throwing too many guesses at you and making this question worse for you. And you leave and go like, well, shit. Now I feel like I know less than what I did when I go before.
Yeah, we'll let you in the forum so we can take a look, Tori.
Okay, and also my trigger sessions, should I focus more on lower body when I do those, or no? Just
sure, that's fine.
Yeah. This would be a great place, since butt is our focus. Doing like the frog pumpers and floor bridges. That would be great for trigger sessions.
Yep. Just get a little pump.
2 blocks. Yep.
Okay. Very cool. One last question: creatine.
Yep.
So, is this? I've been on and off with that, through the years. And then I feel like I'm good at taking it on my workout days, but not good on my off days. Is it extremely important to take it every day? And, or maybe if I'm in a deficit, do I focus on taking it then? I don't know.
Creatine you take all the time. It's always got benefit. So it's got cognitive benefit, health benefit, muscle building benefit, indirect fat loss benefits. You want to take it on an everyday basis. Okay, so
it doesn't hurt though if you miss.
It's not going to hurt once you get it. The creatine levels up in the system, but just try to take it every single day. Try to find a time during the day that you're going to take it consistently. I mean, the best time to take it is post workout, but if you take it first thing in the morning every day, you're totally fine.
Okay, because the packaging says take it 30 minutes before your workout.
Nah, don't worry about that.
No, and honestly, with creatine, back to Sal's consistency point, the best time to take it is when you will consistently take it.
Yeah.
So that doesn't matter when it is, because it's all about getting the levels up in your system. It's not like the research supports it's best taken after a workout, but we're talking about splitting hair difference. If I had a choice that you hit it after your post-workout on the days you work out, and then you miss it on your off days, or you took it every single night or every single morning.
That's right.
I would rather the every single night, every single morning. You'd get more benefits from that than you would be making sure you do it every workout, but then you miss on your off day. So whenever you would be consistent about taking it, take it during that time, and you'll see the most benefits.
Okay, so like you get that creatine is something that you guys take every single day, regardless of what's going on. You're a big advocate for that then? Or do I really even need it?
No, I mean, first off, you don't need it.
Yeah.
So it's not like
but it's the most valuable performance supplement on the market.
That's it. I mean, aside from like essential nutrients, like if you're lacking an essential nutrient, aside from that, creatine has so many benefits. It's not just a muscle building supplement or strength supplement. It's now a well-documented health and wellness supplement. You're going to start seeing it advertised to everybody for all kinds of different reasons. So it's good for you. The only people that need to be careful with creatine supplementation are people with compromised kidney health. So unless you work with a nephrologist that is like watching your diet and your protein intake and like, oh, don't eat that, don't eat, like other than that, like everybody should take creatine. Even I even, and I'm not going to say this to everybody else, but I even think it's at some point going to be given to children.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm at my 15-minute mark. Do you have time for one more question?
Sure.
Let's hear it, Tori. Get your
Okay,
money's
sorry,
worth, girl.
I'm breaking
Get your
that
money's
rule.
worth, girl.
Three-peat in here, huh?
Okay, so it's in regards to eating before I work out. So again, for 20 years, I got up, had a cup of black coffee, and I do cardio and then, work out. And so I am never hungry in the morning. That's when I go work out, is at 5 a.m. Should I really try to get something in my stomach?
No, doesn't matter.
Mm-mm.
No, you're fine.
Because I don't feel a difference when I eat versus if I don't eat.
Yeah, you're fine.
How much cardio are you doing right now?
Well, right now, 0.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
good.
okay,
Yeah.
good, okay. 'Cause that's okay.
You work out at 5 a.m. Like I don't eat.
Yeah.
I don't eat till 9 a.m. and I work out around 6:37 a.m.
Yeah, you're good.
You're fine.
Okay, awesome. I love that answer. Okay,
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Tori.
thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
right.
Yeah, I like what you said, Adam. That's I didn't even think of that. That's 100% true. Coming for where she's coming from.
Yeah.
I like just getting stronger. She's gonna gain muscle and adding volume. She's probably already pushing the intensity anyway, knowing her her tendencies. So yeah, I'm glad you went that direction.
I mean, I want to see her form, so it'd be really interesting. So I hope she gets in the form. I hope she posts and tags so we can look and solve that issue, because the one thing that will hinder her from building and growing her butt is if she can't really load. And it doesn't mean we can't slow it down and do isometrics and do some other things. But man, this type of person who is, circuit, cardio, go type, man, being able to do anabolic and get strong in your squats, get strong in your deadlifts, which means loading the bar and getting it, like that is going to translate to the most gains in her glutes. So hopefully we can address whatever breakdown in the form or issues that she's having so she can actually feel safe and comfortable loading the bar.